What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Action Not Included. In the last episode, we went through and did some minor cleanup things and whatnot. And, just kind of worked on getting some stuff cleaned up and done up. In between those episodes, I got our third and final steam power plant laid out and mostly built. Got most of the fluid kind of pushed and pumped out. Started using plastinium to make a high temperature tube transit system down here in our hot oil biome area. What else did we do? Oh yeah, I figured out that I was just overwhelming our sour gas boiler. It can handle roughly 2 kilograms. I have it at like 1.5 because that seems to produce more than enough sour gas to convert into natural gas to keep our tank filled. So, if that seems to be a problem, we'll make adjustments then. What else do we got going on that we have addressed in the background? I think that's mostly what has been addressed for the in-between episodes. We got our liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen basically going full on production. We got rockets here that are all gassed up and ready to go. Let's see. We need resources. We don't have any of those up there done. But I want tungsten. Let's see, which one? I know one of these planets gave... these ones. Yeah, we'll just set that to go to the unstudied rocket, which is fine. We just need tungsten and wolframite. I did notice just before I started this episode that this is broken. I failed to set up the water filtration system, so we got not water in the system. We got salt water, crude oil, basically just a whole bunch of nasty stuff that we weren't trying to get into our system, got into our system. So now we have to break in here and get this fixed. Yeah, I think we're just going to turn this into like a little mini montage. Basically what's going to happen is we're just going to rip out a bunch of these airflow tiles, push the oxygen out by putting solid tiles in and stuff, and just kind of get everything fixed up and back up in working order. So, yeah, let's get that done, and, I'll see you guys after the cut. Okay, so we reloaded, so I don't have to, mentally freak out because that thing broke. So we're going to put that gas pipe back in right there. How much? Okay, and then that doesn't... Did a little bit blop down? A little bit had to blop down. But yeah, there was no way I was gonna be able to handle that whole gas fiasco right there. Like I would have rage quit right then and there. This thing's been kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, okay, no. Back to the montage of fixing this thing. Okay. We now have it kind of mostly prepped to kind of turn on and see if we can not have it, break. So let's start with the bottom one. And what we're hoping for is no oxygen here. And that's what we're hoping for. And we're hoping for no gas pockets inside with them or anything. And from what I can tell, it seems to be working. What about the top? And success. Okay, perfect. And we get a bunch of water coming in. Yeah, alright, yeah. This is good. I was concerned about it potentially breaking again, starting it back up, but it looks like we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Next project. We're going to get this all done up. This is our new clay production area. We actually don't want the shipping going this way. And that's because we have a better direction to take it. And that'll lead it down to the brick in a much shorter, better path. Okay. And then we can just run the tile there. Get this all done up. Make sure we mop it and sweep it. Now we do need our gas pumps. I guess we can destroy these. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of doing it that way, but just because I don't want them getting into the asteroid with their jet suits. Just mess. Yeah, no, I'm just concerned about them getting into the asteroid with their jet suits, really. But that should be fine. I think that should be fine. Okay, so we got that. Our science ship is back. You did not finish sciencing the whole thing. Alright, let's do that. And then, do we have your location already detected? We do. Yeah, we'll just send you just to get the tungsten wolf and night for now. We'll just set you on infinite repeat. And success. Oh yeah, okay, good. So they do have this all deconstructed. So one of the things I was doing is I was swapping out some of our rec buildings, like the espresso machine and stuff, for gold versions, just so they would look nicer and give a better stat bonus or a better decor bonus. Oh, this doesn't get to be made out of gold. Lame. Guess we'll just go with gold amalgam then. Okay, hopefully it can reach wherever it gets frozen. Go ceramic. Okay, that should make our rec rooms a little nicer. And this is working better. No broken and stuff. Making sure we're getting just water. Perfect. Just gotta rebuild that. And this is prepped on. Yeah, this needs sand. Manual use on like a 7. And then this is clay. And this is the thing you guys decide you want to do, huh? Okay. Alright, so we got that prepped. You realistically want to turn this into a farm. How many tiles we got here? 81. And we push out to there. That'll give us roughly our 96. Okay. Then we'll do a little. What am I trying to think of? A little, whatchamacallit? Incubation area. Here. We'll have to figure out some way of, like, creating some sort of, like, gas lock or liquid lock or something. At least that high. There's the liquid lock. Okay. This is basically our pip ranch laid out for the most part. So we can get slime. We'll get this better laid out once they get it more established. And what else? Oh yeah, that's right. We wanted to build a squeaky pup ranch over here to replace this, which I think we have enough bleach stone there for now. So I think that means we can actually get rid of this gold line. We spent a lot of time putting it in, and now we're gonna rip it out, but it's just how it is sometimes. Okay. Oh yeah, there's something else here we need to rip out. It's this one. It's this old clay line. We don't need this anymore. It was that one, right? Like, I'm not... Okay, good. Just making sure I wasn't ripping out the wrong line. Alright, and we don't need this. So we have a new place for it to come in at. Okay, there we go. And now we need to set up a new way to get the clay up there, which we can do with this. And then here. We chop that. And this line. Oh, wait, was this... What is... Oh, okay, no, it's iron. It's iron that's coming in. Okay. I was confused at first. I was like, wait a minute, why is this even going that way? Like that, but... No, I remember. Okay. And now... we will just connect that there. Come on. Connect that there. That went there. Yeah. And that should take the clay that drops in here, put it in here, and drop it here. Alright. So that's done. We're getting that cleaned up. Yeah, I think we'll put the incubation area here for the squeaky puffs too. I think we just need to let them kind of get caught up. They got some projects they need to get cleaned up or finished up. They still haven't gotten, because I think that for some reason this stuff is taking priority. Oh yeah, no, the game is definitely not happy right now. Alright, so let's shut you off, because you are lagging my game out right now. let's turn that thing off. Why do they keep getting max amplitude and then not getting max amp? Does that thing keep jittering? Why? It's getting a little bit of chlorine. This thing should not be getting chlorine. This is getting annoying. Like, how are you getting chlorine? This thing should be filtering out the chlorine. Just get rid of it. Yeah, no, it we got so much going on that it's lagging. I think it's just because they're deconstructing stuff in the game like that, because it's got to recalculate a bunch of things. This thing constantly turning itself on and off is getting a bit annoying. This seems to be working. I think it's this thing killing the FPS. Wait, my brain, my ticks. I think it's just trying to do what it needs to do to get rid of it. So everything was fine until we launched the rockets. Oh, so there's any power over here. And that could be a problem. Oh yeah, okay. Once they get some of this stuff more caught up and see if the game runs any better. Because this is horrible right now. Okay, so I figured out what makes the game stutter, and is building construction rails. And for some reason, the game just kind of lags a little bit each time they place one or tear it up. But figured that out, so at least I don't have to deal with that anymore. At least I know what's causing it. So, but yeah, no. The goal of today's video was supposed to be getting done with rocketry and building our monument, but I got distracted having to fix the oh, come on now, the Hydra. Okay, yeah, no, I'm thinking we're gonna put the monument here at the entrance of our base. And okay, that was bigger than what I thought it was. I wonder. Yeah, we'll just build a ladder up on both sides. Okay. Let's build our monument. We are slowly getting this built. We popped the cork on that, and that seemed to push a lot of carbon dioxide around. Wonder what's making this thing just constantly push out. It should over pressurize. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so we can start getting this prepped up a little bit more. Mop up that water finally. Alright, so we're getting this built. Do we got everything else built yet? No, we're still working on that. We're still working on this. Or no, yeah, we're still waiting to put these gas pumps in. Yeah, I don't know. Just taking a while to get everything done. So, I will see you guys once I get all the little tasks caught up and we're ready to start, building our monuments and stuff. So, I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, well, we finally have the puff ranch made. It took longer than I wanted, but that's just because the game's running slow compared to, when you first start. So, it is what it is. But we're getting some slime getting made. And, as you can see, we're getting eggs getting turned into puffs. This is probably one of the most simplest farms or ranches you can probably set up, really. It looks complicated, but it's really not. We just got a couple auto sweepers sweeping up both the slime and the critter eggs, and then we got a couple gas pumps here to help just capture any extra polluted oxygen we get to put it in the storage tank, so that way we can just maintain having polluted oxygen for these guys. Besides that, this thing is pretty what's the word I'm trying to think of? Self-maintained. I think is a good way to put it. Self-regulated. Yeah, one, however you want to look at it, it's self-reliant. That's it, self-reliant. But yeah, no. And then we got an automation wire coming in to turn off our conveyor loader, so that way, when we have enough slime to feed our mushrooms, the conveyor loader won't keep sending slime, and we can keep it in here, so that way when it outgases depleted oxygen, we can just reconvert it back into slime. The automation wire comes from all the way over here, and I have it on this little conveyor element sensor, and it just detects slime. So, what is it? I think I have it on a filter gate. Yeah, so it detects slime for, I think I have it set to the base of 5 seconds. No, we'll go with 1 second or longer. Then it will tell the conveyor loader to stop shipping. So, is there slime? Yes. Then stop. Pretty simple. But yeah, no, we probably have some mushrooms. We got our mealwood. We got our bristle blossoms. I mean, pretty much everything for the most part you could really need. We still need to build our Squeaky Puff ranch, but that's something I can do, off in between episodes. One of the things I want to do is we need to still build a seal ranch, a couple seal ranches, and we finally have one of our rockets set up to go and get gassy moos from our organic mass asteroid. As you can see, it has gassy moos and gas grass seed. This is probably the last critter I want to get before actually pushing on and ending the series. I've never ranched gassy moos before, so I figured it might be a little fun project to do before the very end. So I'm thinking next episode we'll tackle gassy moos and spigot seals. And what we will build our monument. We can do that. We start building a monument. We got the base we can build. I think we have to build it one part at a time. Yeah. We cannot build the rest of it. So we got to build. Okay, yeah. So we got that part set up. Got the bottom for the monument placed down. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that needs to be taken care of. And I think besides just setting up a farm, I think the ranch kind of over here is what I'm thinking. We'll need pips. Do we have pips? Let's check. We do still have some live pips. Alright, that's good. I did relocate the Thumbleweed farm to up here instead of down here because it was just getting too hot. Trying to keep the pepper pincha nuts warm and the reed fiber cold, essentially, in comparison to the pincha pepper plants. But yeah. Why is it complaining about irrigation? It shouldn't be. Okay, we just don't quite have enough polluted water. That's fine. I mean, we just need the reed fiber to make insulate. It's not the end of the world. And we got our Drecos down here that we can shear for more. Oh, it's a glossy Draco. I mean, guess we could maybe use one of these for plastic? No. No, that's silly. I mean, we already have this whole petroleum setup dedicated to making plastic and stuff, and we don't need plastic on such a scale where we need to switch over to critter ranching for it. I think we're pretty good on that. Let's see, what else? I think that's really it. I mean, it's still working good? Good. This is still cooling and making fuel. Yeah, I think realistically we just need to set up a seal farm. I would rather not feed the bonbon trees snow. I just don't feel like we get enough snow. How much snow do we have? Let's look. I mean, we only have 26 tons of snow. It's not that much snow. I don't think we have a way to actually make snow. I know we can make ice, but I don't. Yeah, see, I mean, we have almost 800 tons of ice, but we don't really have that much snow. Why is it not? Oh, was I clicking on like the very tippity top so it doesn't show that part? Okay, here we go. That's silly. Yeah, it needs snow. Specifically just snow. Can we make... I don't think we can make snow. Yeah, we can't make snow. Yeah, I mean, we had like a artificial snow machine. I might be more up for it, but we don't. Okay, so let's get this started because they need sunlight. Go to the mesh tile. You actually want to start from here. Measure it out to 96. Let me just box this bad boy in. Alright. And we need a grooming station. We won't need any light, so we'll be getting light from space, hopefully. You put pneumatic door. I mean, just kind of swing that out like so. And we want, Yeah, we want that. We can put... Oh, no. That's a bad spot. Alright, and then... What, they just go out the one tile past? Okay, so... that means... every 2 tiles... And there we go. That should be... Actually, we don't want that. Or these. We want these. We want the sides to be solid. Yeah. Something kind of like that. Yeah, I think something like this will work out. We just put like some dirt or snow or something. Maybe glass, because we can make glass. Is that cheating? Oh. I don't know, we'd have to see. Because I know we can make natural tile. Can we make it? Where's glass? We'll have to build a small piece up in space to see if it's like to go through it. So we'll build that. We'll build a little test block. And something right about like that. We dig like so. And then come over and get this all dug out. Alright. And that is basically... Oh, where's the bottom? Are these... It's only 3 height. Awesome. Okay. I think there's going to be a couple tiles we're going to end up replacing. Like the mercury tile and the snow tiles, but for the most part, this should pretty much be our ranch. The only thing that we would still need to set up is sweeping automation for the tallow and some pumps. Well, this base, these farms should be pretty self-reliant also for the most part. You know what? We can do that. We can just put like a little tile right there and keep it isolated. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think this might be the end of this episode, and we'll come back into the next episode with at the very least, finishing up this Spigot Ranch. I'm thinking about putting the gassy moves basically right underneath them. I'm kind of liking that idea. We'll put like a little liquid lock, vacuum everything out. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll put the gassy moves right here. We'll have to figure out how to make their little containment. I got a feeling it probably makes something very similar to this setup, but we'll just have like a liquid lock leading into it, and it's just because the gassy moves will be off-gassing natural gas constantly. I'm not sure. What about gas grass? Liquid chlorine. Needs light. Needs dirt. Needs liquid chlorine. I don't know if we really need the gas grass. The reason why I say this is because the gassy moos feed on gas grass, but they don't just feed on gas grass. They also feed on plant husk. And if we look at our resources, we have 111,000, almost 112. We'll say 112,000. So we got 112,000. They eat 200 kilograms a cycle. Let me bust out my handy dandy calculator on my computer here. And we do 112,000 kilograms divided by 200. We have 560 cycles for one gassy moo. And I think there are 6 per, and we're going to do 4. So it's 24. So let's divide that by 24. Because that's how many gassy moves I'm thinking we're going to end up ranching in total. The math claims we only have 23 days worth of food for the gassy moves, which isn't bad. I think we might figure out some way to get to liquefy our chlorine. Because what, you just need to get to negative 34? I mean, yeah, it should be fun. And it needs light. I mean, we could just build them off to the side. I think that's what we will do. Is we will build, essentially, we'll mirror this, but instead of giving a mesh top, we'll give it like a window top, so we can reclaim the natural gas. Yeah, we'll do that. When we get that, I'll basically just build another one of these, but on the other side in between episodes. Get ready for our gassy moves and stuff. Oh, we got the legs built. Maybe, well, let's see. We get all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I feel like that kind of suits us, all the pipes and wires and whatnot. I feel like that very much, points to our colony. Alright. Oh, we technically short some glass. Okay, we'll come over here. We'll make what, another 90? I would say another 90. They're still waiting to build that. That's fine. But yeah, let's see. Are they getting this? This is kind of on a higher priority. Just because I want to see it get built. And now leave us something. We'll get the top built next episode. Because we still need glass. Oh, there's almost all the steel. We just need plastic, which I think we should have plenty of plastic. And we should have all the steel. Oh, we are running low on it. Okay. And iron too. That's fine. We should be how much iron ore do we have? 220? Yeah, we can whip up some regular iron. Got 12 tons of lime and too much refined carbon. Yeah, I mean, if we search refined carbon, I think we'll find that we have. Okay, yeah, see, we got 367 tons. don't even know how we got refined phosphorus. I know we weren't making none. I remember something asking for it. I think it was one of the, oh, come on. One of the geotuners. I think it's one of the, there's a requirement for one of them? No, that one wants salt. Use all take bleach stone, abyssalite. That was it. The iron volcano wanted to refine phosphorus, which is kind of weird. Okay. And where's the salt water? Right up over here? Okay, so it's just the ones I haven't tapped into yet. Got it. Alright. Perfect. We got our midsection done. What do we want? Spigot seal? Yeah, we'll go with the spigot seal. We will have to get rid of these ladders, though. That's annoying. And we'll just cut the glass. We'll put that there. And yeah, no, that should, yeah, we got diamond. We just need more glass and steel. Alright, so yeah, it's another kind of hurry up and wait kind of thing, because we just need to wait on resources getting made. So that, I think in between episodes, I'm just going to work on getting our farm set up for the gassy moves and stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.